Let us continue preparation of nitro compounds. In the preparation of nitro compounds, one method is we are taking alkane. To the alkane, we are adding fuming nitric acid. We are adding fuming nitric acid and it is heated. Sorry. Now, in the nitric acid, if you see very dilute nitric acid, concentrated nitric acid, we have seen. Now, what is fuming nitric acid? Fuming nitric acid means it is a concentrated nitric acid contains dissolved NO2, contains dissolved NO2, dissolved nitrogen dioxide. Fuming nitric acid means it is concentrated nitric acid containing dissolved NO2. This is called fuming nitric acid. So remember that fuming nitric acid is called concentrated nitric acid, which is having dissolved nitrogen dioxide set. Now we will take alkane. Alkane example, for example, methane will take. This is undergoing nitration. Due to nitration, we are getting what product? CH3NO2 plus water. So we got a nitromethane. We got one nitrogen is replaced by NO2 group. One nitrogen is replaced by NO2 group. Therefore, it is a nitration. This nitration takes place completely in vapor phase. It is a vapor state. It is also in vapor state. Therefore, we can say it is a vapor phase nitration. Vapor phase nitration, we can say. Nitration in the sense introducing NO2 group. NO2 group. Here, hydrogen is replaced by NO2 group. Therefore, it is called nitration. The nitration takes place completely in vapor phase. All are in vapor state. Therefore, it is called vapor phase nitration. This is possible by giving certain temperature. The temperature given is 675 Kelvin. Then we will take a ethane. We will take. So this is taken for a nitration. So hydrogen is replaced by NO2 group. So we are getting like this. We are getting like this. One hydrogen is replaced by NO2 group. So we got nitroethane. Now, due to high temperature, what happens means this carbon-carbon bond breaks. Therefore, it becomes methyl group. That methyl group undergoes nitration. So we are getting nitromethane. So in this case, what happens means carbon-carbon bond gets cleaved. Carbon-carbon bond gets broken. Carbon-carbon bond breaks. Therefore, we are getting a nitromethane is one of the product. Next, we will take propane. We will take this propane is giving what product we will see. Now, this first carbon, this hydrogen is replaced by NO2 group. Then we will get so and so nitro product. One nitropropane we will get. If second carbon, in the second carbon hydrogen is replaced by nitro group, then we will get 2 nitropropane. 2 nitropropane will get. Now, next possibility, carbon-carbon bond can break. Carbon-carbon bond breaking in the sense this becomes one carbon. This one carbon means we will get nitromethane. This bond is breaking means it is one carbon, whereas it is two carbons. Two carbons in the sense we will get CH3, CH2, NO2. Nitroethane we will get. So vapor phase nitration means take all the reactants in the vapor phase, give the required temperature, then nitration takes place. We are getting a nitro compounds. We are getting. Sir, in this case, we are getting a single nitro compound or mixture of nitro compounds. Yes, we are getting mixture of nitro compounds. Why? Because one reason is cleavage of CC bond. Another reason is if more than two carbons is there means no doubt more than one product. Okay. So next we will take next process, next preparation of nitration. Next method, we will take a tertiary amine. We will take. We are taking tertiary amine. We are taking tertiary amine. Example is tertiary butyl amine. Tertiary butyl amine will take. This amine is at second position. Okay, tertiary butyl amine we have taken. To this oxidizing agent is added potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate always acts as oxidizing agent but not reducing agent. Why? Because manganese atomic number 25 Electronic configuration is argon 3d54s2. Now, in this manganese, oxidation number is +7. So, Mn +7 electronic configuration is argon 3d04s0. So, argon configuration means it can't give still more electrons. Therefore, it can undergo only reduction so that it can act as oxidizing agent. So, remember that potassium permanganate can act as oxidizing agent alone. It can't act as reducing agent. Set. So K1O4 is acting as oxidizing agent. It is supplying nascent oxygen. So what happens here in the sense amino group is converting into nitro group. Amino group is converting into nitro group. So the product is a tertiary nitro group. We are getting so and so product. Okay, so amino group is converting into nitro group here. Tertiary nitro compound we got. It is a tertiary nitro compound. Tertiary nitro compound we got. Here, what is the percentage obtained means percentage yield is 83% we got. Okay, so tertiary amino group is oxidizing with the oxidizing agent K1O4 to give tertiary nitro compound. This process is called oxidation. Which is undergoing oxidation? Amino group is undergoing oxidation. Okay. Now see, amino group is converting into nitro group. This is possible only for tertiary. Primary and secondary not possible. Tertiary amino group only can convert into nitro group. Primary, secondary not possible at all. Okay, so remember that tertiary amino group only, tertiary carbon amino group. That means actually your NH2 group is primary only. This is primary carbon. Sorry, this is primary amine. This primary amine is attached to what? Tertiary carbon. Okay, if primary amine attached to tertiary carbon, then only NH2 will be converted into NO2, otherwise no. Sir, next in the nitration preparation of nitro compounds, other methods we will see. Now we will take benzene. We will take to the benzene we will add a nitrating agent. We will add nitrating agent is con HNO3 and con H2SO4. The product is nitrobenzene. The product is nitrobenzene and water. Here, what is the temperature? Temperature is less than 60 degrees Celsius. We are taking temperature less than 60 degrees Celsius. So, what is the mechanism involved here? We will see. Now, we will take nitric acid. Nitric acid, we will write it as so and so. Now, corn sulfuric acid is giving H plus. Then corn sulfuric acid becoming bisulfate. This H plus is attacking this oxygen. So what happens means here dative bond is created. We have given formal charges. Formal charges we have given. Next, what happens means this bond is migrating towards this. So water is leaving. So what is the rest in the sense? NO2 group is rest. Nitrogen is having positive charge. It is called nitronium ion. It is called nitronium ion. This nitronium ion is attacking benzene. This nitronium ion is attacking benzene. Here hydrogen will be there. This N is attacking this place. Therefore, this bond is shifting to this side. This H plus is obstructed by HSO4 minus. So this is becoming what means nitrobenzene. Becoming what in the sense nitrobenzene. So this reaction is called what? Here in this benzene, here hydrogen is there. Hydrogen is replaced by NO2 group. Therefore, it is called substitution reaction. Now NO2 group attacking this benzene in the form of what? NO2 plus. NO2 plus is called electrophile. Therefore, it is called electrophilic substitution. In this electrophilic substitution, what is electrophile means nitronium ion, that is NO2 plus. Okay. Here, what is the temperature less than 60 degrees Celsius? Why we have to mention less than 60 degrees Celsius? If the temperature is greater than 60 degrees Celsius, then the product is metadinitrobenzene. Product is what means metadinitrobenzene. So that temperature, if temperature is less than 60 degrees Celsius, nitrobenzene. If temperature greater than 60 degrees Celsius, then we can say metadinitrobenzene we can say. Sir, now we will take a preparation of nitro compounds. Another preparation, methyl benzene we will take, that is toluene. To this toluene we will add corn nitric acid, then we will add corn sulfuric acid, and temperature is 300 degrees Celsius. We have given 300 degrees Celsius. In the previous case we mentioned 60 degrees Celsius, that is reactant is benzene. Sir, here toluene we have taken, and nitrating agent 300 degrees Celsius temperature we mentioned. We know that it is electrophilic substitution. Here electrophile is NO2 plus. Methyl group is orthopara director for electrophile. Methyl group is orthopara director for electrophile. Therefore, methyl group is directing the electrophile NO2 plus at ortho position and at para position. So we will get orthonitro and paranitro compounds we will get. Sir, so here in this place nitrating agent we have used. Nitrating agent is corn HNO3 and corn H2SO4. Electrophile is NO2 plus. What are the other nitrating agents that we will see? Other nitrating agents is nitric acid plus acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride, it is also nitrating agent. How do we call this is as a nitrating agent? In the sense this acetic anhydride can abstract water. If it is abstracting water from here, then NO2 plus can be generated easily. How NO2 plus can be generated from this? Now we will write nitric acid like this. Nitric acid, from another nitric acid we will take H plus. That H plus is attacking this lone pair. Okay, between this dative bond is possible. Then we will give formal charges. Okay, therefore we are getting like this. Now this acetic anhydride, it is anhydride. Anhydride is in need of water. Therefore what it takes? It is abstracting water from here. It is abstracting water from here. If water is leaving from here, then it will become nitronium ion. This nitronium ion can attack this. Okay, therefore nitric acid plus acetic anhydride is also nitrating agent. What are the other nitrating agents? Other nitrating agent is NO2 plus ClO4 minus. NO2 plus is called nitronium ion. ClO4 minus is perchlorate. ClO4 minus is perchlorate. So nitronium perchlorate, it is also nitrating agent. This reagent directly supplies electrophile nitronium ion. Next one is nitronium NO2 plus BF4 minus. This BF4 minus is called fluoborate. This BF4 minus is called fluoborate. It is nitronium. Nitronium fluoborate we can say. Next we can say that acetyl nitrate. Acetyl nitrate. Acetyl nitrate we will take. So acetyl nitrate we have taken. Acetyl nitrate. Acetyl nitrate in the sense formula is CH3COO-NO2. Sorry, okay, we have written like this. Here we cannot give bond because nitrogen can take maximum 4 bonds only. Nitrogen can take maximum 5 bonds, isn't it? Correct. So we can give bond here. It is called it is like this compound we have given. This is called what means this is acetyl. It is nitrate. Acetyl nitrate. Here how it will supply electrophile nitronium ion, that we will see. How it is supplying electrophile nitronium ion means this bond will migrate. Therefore it is becoming what means CH3COO minus acetate ion and nitronium ion. Nitronium ion. Okay, so this name is what means acetyl nitrate. This acetyl nitrate is supplying nitronium ion. Therefore it is a nitrating agent we can say. Sir, next method of preparation, we will go for next method of preparation. We will take benzene diazonium chloride. This is a N2 plus is called diazonium. N2 plus is called diazonium. Benzene diazonium chloride we will take. To this we will add nitrous acid. Nitrous acid we will add. Then cuprous oxide. Cuprous oxide is there. It is giving what compound in the sense C6H5NO2. Nitrobenzene we are getting. Then N2 and HCl is leave. N2 and HCl leaves. Okay. This called what means here we got a product nitrobenzene. So we have taken benzene diazoxide chloride. To this we added nitrous acid and cuprous oxide. Then we are getting a nitrobenzene is a product we are getting. So far we discussed preparation of nitro compounds we discussed. Aliphatic as well as aromatic we discussed. Next we will see about characters of nitro compounds. So first we will see resonance structures. Resonance structures we will see. In the resonance structures we have written nitro compound, we have written nitrogen can make a maximum 5 bonds. In the 5 bonds 3 covalent bonds, 3 covalent bonds and 1 dative bond. This dative bond we will write it as a normal covalent bond by giving formal charges. So we will give formal charges here minus and plus. Okay, for this resonance structure we will write. For that resonance structure is like this. These three are resonance structures. Now we will go for resonance hybrid. We will go resonance hybrid. So resonance hybrid in the sense how to write. Okay, here sigma bond, here also sigma bond, here sigma bond, here also sigma bond. So we will give sigma bond, we will write. Then regarding pi bonds we will see. In the left here up pi bond is there, down pi bond is there. So let us distribute this pi bond equally into two places. Here pi bond we will distribute, here also we will distribute pi bond. Pi bond we have distributed equally into both cases. Why? Because in this resonance structure at top pi bond is there, in this resonance structure at down pi bond is there. Now in the resonance hybrid we will distribute the pi bond to both places, top and bottom we will distribute pi bond. So we have distributed in the sense here how much pi bond will be there, here how much pi bond will be there, you think and say. Then this nitrogen is having positive charge here, here also nitrogen is having positive charge. So we will write a positive charge to the nitrogen. Then here bottom oxygen is having negative charge, here top oxygen is having negative charge. In the resonance hybrid you distribute negative charge equally into both oxygens. Therefore for this oxygen minus of, for this oxygen minus of, it is called a resonance hybrid. In this resonance hybrid for this bond what is the bond order, what is the bond order, what is the bond order we have to say. Sir, now we will see the experimental result. We will see the experimental result says n single bond O bond length is how much means 114 picometer. Then we will take n double bond O. For this bond length is 146 picometer. Now NO single bond means 114 picometer, NO double bond means 146 picometer. What about in this case? In this case, what is a bond length? We'll see. The experiment says that bond length is equal to 121 picometer. For this bond length 121 picometer, for this also bond length 121 picometer. Both are having same bond length. Therefore, here bond order and here bond order should be same. Okay. Now you say that what is the bond order in this place and what is the bond order in this place? They are same only. So what is the bond order? Do you say single bond or do you say double bond or do you say in between single and double bond? We can say that the bond order is in between single and double bond because bond length is 121, which is in between these two. Therefore, what is the bond order here in the sense it is in between single bond and double bond? We can take that is as a 1.5 bond we can take, because here this pi bond is distributed equally into both places. Why to distribute equally into both places? Because this compound is having only one NO bond length, only one NO bond length. Only one NO bond length means both these NO bonds are in similar manner they are present. Therefore, both are having same bond length. So both are having same bond order. Same bond order in the sense pi bond we have to distribute equally into both places. Okay. So we have seen about resonance hybrid. We have seen. Next, these nitro compounds are having a what color in the sense pale yellow liquids. Nitrobenzene is pale yellow liquid. It is having bitter almond smell. Bitter almond smell it is having. Okay. Next we will say nitro compound will take. Will take nitro compound and nitrite will take. Nitrite will take. Now What about boiling points of these two? That we'll see. Now we'll take example C2H5NO2. This boiling point is how much in the sense 388 Kelvin. Next we will take C2H5ONO will take, for this boiling point is 261 Kelvin. For this boiling point is 261 Kelvin. Now boiling point, if you see, boiling point for this one is less, boiling point for this one is high. Why boiling point for this one is high when compared to this? Because for this dipole moment is high, for this dipole moment is low. Why the dipole moment of nitro compound is greater than that of nitrite? That we'll see. Now we'll take this N plus is there, double bond O, single bond O minus and R. Now we will see about the bond dipole. This bond dipole is towards like this. This bond dipole is towards like this. Bond dipole is like this is there. It is a planar triangular shape. Bond dipoles present like this. Now RONO will see. RONO in the sense here lone pair, double bond O, single bond R. This is having a two lone pairs like this. The structure of RNO2 is like this, RONO is like this. Now they are having different structures which is having higher dipole moment in the sense NO2 is having higher dipole moment than this one. Dipole moment is high means polarity is high. Polarity high means intermolecular force of attraction is high. Therefore, boiling point is high. To say boiling point, you see the polarity and you see the dipole moment. To say melting point, we should not see polarity. We have to see that close packing extent. We have to see based on symmetry. We have to say melting point. Sir. So we said regarding boiling point. We said then we will see solubility in water. We will see solubility in water. If you see, nitroalkanes are soluble in water, whereas nitroarenes are insoluble. Aliphatic compounds are soluble, aromatic compounds are insoluble. Sir, okay. Next, these nitro compounds are soluble in the organic solvents. Aliphatic as well as aromatic both are soluble in organic solvents, we said. Sir, okay. Then regarding stability, we'll see nitro compounds and nitrite compounds. We'll see nitro compounds and nitrite. Regarding stability, now through distillation, using distillation we can purify this. Using distillation we can purify this. Purify this. But using distillation we cannot purify this. Using distillation we cannot purify this. Why? Because it is exploding on heating. Explodes on heating. Explodes on heating, whereas this one not. This is quite stable. This is quite stable. Okay, so this we can distillate for purification. This we cannot distillate for purification because it is exploding on heating, whereas it is quite stable, we can say. Next we will see chemical properties. In the chemical properties, first one we will take reduction. We will take reduction. In the reduction, many methods are there. First method is catalytic reduction. Catalytic reduction in the sense we have to take catalyst. We have to take catalyst. So what is the catalyst we are taking in the sense Raney nickel? We are taking Raney nickel plus hydrogen gas. This reducing agent will take. Otherwise, we will take reducing agent. What in the sense hydrogen gas, palladium carbon in ethanol. This reducing agent will take. Okay, like this reducing agent we can use it. What is happening here means nitro group is converting into amino group. Okay, based on these reducing agents converts nitro group into amino group, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, whatever the thing. Okay, for both aliphatic and aromatic we can apply this. So for aliphatic it is possible, for aromatic also it is possible. Therefore C2H5NO2 is converting into C2H5NH2. Then we will take aminobenzene. Will take this nitrobenzene. Will take this nitrobenzene is converting into what means aminobenzene. Okay, so it is called catalytic reduction. Here what is the catalyst means Raney nickel is the catalyst plus hydrogen gas. Here catalyst is palladium carbon hydrogen gas is there, solvent ethanol is there. In this catalytic reduction, nitro group is converting into amino group. It is applicable for both aliphatic and aromatic. Okay. Next type of reduction we'll see. Next type of reduction, reducing agent is what means lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride is the reducing agent. Now we will take a aliphatic. We will take first. We will take aliphatic. Aliphatic nitro compound we will take. This aliphatic nitro compound is giving what means amino compound. It gives amino compound. Nitro group is converting into amino group for aliphatic case. Now we will take a aromatic case. We will take aromatic case. We will take. Okay, this is a aryl compound. Okay, aryl compound. In this case, what is happening means we are getting what compound is the product. We are getting so and so product. That means azobenzene we are getting. We are getting what compound in the sense azobenzene is the compound. Okay, so remember that if you take the aliphatic nitro group, aliphatic nitro compound, if you take nitro group is converting into amino group. If you take nitrobenzene, we will get azobenzene. We will get when the reducing agent is lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, let us use another reducing agent. Now we will keep what is the medium in the sense neutral medium. We will keep. Now reducing agent taken in neutral medium. Okay, reducing agent is taken in neutral medium. What we will get? Okay, so aliphatic nitro group is converting into hydroxyl amine. Hydroxyl amine. This OH is called hydroxyl. This NH is called amine. So here functional group is what means hydroxyl amine. We can say aliphatic means nitro group is converting into hydroxyl amine. Aromatic we will take. Okay, in this case, nitro group is converting into what in the sense hydroxyl amine. Hydroxyl amine. So in aliphatic case as well as in aromatic case, nitro group is converting into hydroxyl amine. Here, what is a medium used in the sense neutral medium is used. We are using neutral medium. Sir. Next, we will use acidic medium. We will use reducing agent. We are taking in acidic medium. Now we will take reducing agent in acidic medium. We will take. Now we are taking reducing agent in acidic medium. Sir. What are the reducing agent here? So zinc is the metal and acidic medium HCl. Then we will take tin is the metal, acidic medium is HCl. Then we will take iron is the metal and acidic medium is HCl. Like this reducing agents you will take. So here aliphatic nitro group is converting into what means amino group. Nitro group is converting into what means amino group. Then aromatic will take. Nitrobenzene will take. This nitrobenzene is converting into aminobenzene. So in acidic medium, reducing agent is taken in acidic medium. Example is zinc plus HCl is the reducing agent. Otherwise tin plus HCl. Otherwise iron plus HCl. Here in aliphatic as well as aromatic, nitro group is converting into amino group. So next one, next reducing agent will take in basic medium. We will take the reducing agent. We are taking the reducing agent in which medium? In the sense basic medium. In basic medium, how the reaction takes place, we will see. It is only for aromatic we are seeing, not for aliphatic case. So we will take nitrobenzene. We will take. We are giving reducing agent in which medium? Means basic medium. First, what happens means nitrobenzene is converting into nitrosobenzene. Nitrobenzene is converting into nitrosobenzene. Then this nitrosobenzene is undergoing a reduction. So this double bond, N double bond O is converting into N single bond O. Both side hydrogen will be added. So we are getting what means hydroxylamine. This N is having phenyl group. So we are saying it is N phenyl. Hydroxyl OH is called hydroxyl. NH is called amine. N phenyl hydroxyl amine we are getting. Then this nitrosobenzene and N-phenyl hydroxylamine both are combining. Both are combining to give what? Both are combining to give what compound? That we'll see. that compound is so and so. So we are getting a so and so compound we are getting. This is called azoxybenzene. This is called what means azoxybenzene we will get. Then it is undergoing reduction. To give what means azobenzene. This on reduction gives what means azobenzene. This is called azobenzene. This undergoes reduction on either side of nitrogen. Hydrogen will be added. Therefore, we are getting a hydrozobenzene. To this nitrogen, one nitrogen, double bond becomes single bond. To this nitrogen, one nitrogen, and here benzene. This compound is called what means hydrozobenzene. This is called hydrozobenzene, we can say. So we got hydrozobenzene. So in basic medium, if we take nitrobenzene is converting into nitrosobenzene. Now double bond becoming single bond. This side 1H, this side 1H. So we are getting hydroxylamine. Now this nitrobenzene and this hydroxylamine combining to give what means azoxybenzene. Azoxybenzene we are getting. This undergoes reduction. This O will be removed. We are getting azobenzene. Then double bond becoming single bond. Both sides hydrogens will be added. So we are getting a hydrozobenzene we are getting. Set. In basic medium like this reaction possible. Set. Now we will take the reducing agent. We will take reducing agent is what means the first reducing agent. Now we will take the reducing agent. What is the reducing agent here? One is called zinc dust. Zinc dust in sodium hydroxide basic medium. In the solvent methanol, we are taking reducing agent like this. Zinc dust plus sodium hydroxide in methanol. If you take the what is the product we will get? The product is azobenzene. Azobenzene is the product. Sir. Next reducing agent in basic medium. Next reducing agent in basic medium is what in the sense sodium arsenite. Sodium arsenite will take. Sodium arsenite. So we are taking what is a reducing agent in the sense sodium arsenite will take. Sodium arsenite. Na2ASO3 will take. It is a sodium arsenite we have taken here. Sodium arsenite. This sodium arsenite and the medium is basic medium. If you take like this reducing agent, what is the product means azoxybenzene is the product. We are getting product is azoxybenzene. Next reducing agent is zinc dust in aqueous sodium hydroxide. Zinc dust in aqueous sodium hydroxide solution. Zinc dust in aqueous sodium hydroxide solution will take. What is the product here? Hydrozobenzene. We are getting product is hydrozobenzene we are taking. Okay, so reduction in basic medium. In basic medium, if you see, if reducing agent is different, then the product also different. So next we will see, next type of reduction we will see. Here also aromatic compound only we are taking. So we are taking nitrobenzene. We are taking nitrobenzene. It is taken for electrolytic reduction. It is taken for what means for electrolysis process, electrolytic process. What is the medium is given? Strong acidic medium is given. So what happens means this nitro group is converting into hydroxylamine. Nitro group is converting into hydroxylamine. Then it is undergoing rearrangement. Then it is undergoing rearrangement. Due to rearrangement, what we are getting in the sense para-aminophenol. We are getting a para-aminophenol we got. What is the compound we got in the sense para-aminophenol is the product. Para-aminophenol is the product here. So, okay. How we got this para-aminophenol that we will see. Now here NHOH we have taken. Here like this is there. Now medium is acidic medium. So this H plus is attacking this oxygen. So we will get what in the sense here like this. Here oxygen is having positive charge. Here we will give benzene. Okay. So H plus is attacked here. H plus is attacked here. So we got like this. Another possibility is H plus can attack this nitrogen. H plus can attack this nitrogen. Now we will see like this. Nitrogen is attacking H plus. So we will get so and so will get so we are getting like this. Here carbon is having hydrogen. Okay, like this is there. Now nitrogen is having positive charge. Therefore, this bond will migrate. So it will get positive charge. It will get positive charge. Due to positive charge, it is attacking this carbon. This bond is migrating towards this. Therefore, what is happening means you will get para-aminophenol. This is called a rearrangement, we can say. This method is called what means a rearrangement. So we got a para-aminophenol. This N-phenyl hydroxylamine. This N-phenyl hydroxylamine undergoes rearrangement. This N-phenyl hydroxylamine is undergoing rearrangement. This rearrangement we will see properly. We will see now here NHOH like this will write. It is having one lone pair. It is having two lone pairs. Now we will write the bonds like this. So pi bonds we will write here and H we will write here. So first what will happen, what is happening here in the sense H plus is attacking. So H plus will attack which one in the sense anyone. H plus can attack anyone. Suppose H plus attacking this nitrogen. If H plus attacking this one, then we will get here positive charge we will get. Sir, here positive charge is obtained. Due to positive charge, what happens means this bond is migrating towards this side. This bond is migrating towards this side, therefore it is getting positive charge. So what happens means this positive charge is attacking this carbon, this bond is migrating this side. So we are getting a para-aminophenol we are getting. So we got para-aminophenol. This process is called rearrangement. Now this nitrobenzene is taken for electrolysis. But what is a medium in the sense weakly acidic medium? Weakly acidic medium will take. The product is what in the sense aminobenzene is the product. Aminobenzene is the product. So nitrobenzene on electrolysis in the strongly acidic medium we are getting hydroxyl amine, that on rearrangement gives para-aminophenol. In the weakly acidic medium electrolysis means aminophenol we are getting aminophenol. Okay. Next type of reduction will take. Next type of reduction will take meta-dinitrobenzene. We are taking meta-dinitrobenzene. This we are converting into what in the sense one nitro group is converting into amino group. Another nitro group is not converting, that is protected. Now in this case, one nitro group is converting into amino group. Another nitro group is not converting. Here for this, which reducing agent we can use? Which reducing agent in the sense ammonium sulfide is the reducing agent we can use. Ammonium sulfide reducing agent we can use. Otherwise sodium polysulfide reducing agent you can use. These two reducing agents are very mild reducing agents, very mild reductant. Therefore one nitro group is converting into amino group, whereas another nitro group is remaining as it is. Okay, so here why one nitro group is converting, other nitro group is not converting means we are using very mild reducing agent, that is ammonium sulfide. Otherwise sodium polysulfide reducing agent we can use it. Sir, so reduction is completed. We will go for another character of nitro compounds. Now you say nitro compounds are coming under acidic or basic or neutral like salts. Which one do you say? Nitro compounds, do you say as acidic nature or basic nature or neutral like salts? Which one do you say? Nitro compounds coming under which category?